Have you ever gotten lost in a sermon, asking yourself, where in the world is this guy going? Let's look at how to have a logical flow in our preaching. Let all things be done decently and in order. Let's learn how to take a bunch of disjointed thoughts and ideas and organize them into a cohesive whole with a logical flow. First, our goal, our secret reason for giving this sermon. The most important preparation for any sermon is prayer. Let's ask why Christ wants us to give this particular sermon. We may have no purpose other than to preach on one of the suggested scriptures in a lectionary. That's a start. What is your goal? Next, our sermon plan, our roadmap. What is our sermon plan? If it was a classroom, it would be a lesson plan. The plan is a proposed roadmap. The plan is more of an outline of what we actually propose to speak about. Sometimes it's good to tell people where we're going and state our lesson plan. However, there are times when we want to keep people guessing, such as a mystery tour or other such suspense-building device. Next, we want to work out our sermon body, our details. It's good to organize the body of our sermon into several points. 1 to 4 points are usually best, depending on the style of sermon. Ask how many points naturally fit the passage of Scripture we're dealing with. If we're dealing with a topic, ask how many points the congregation can effectively digest in one sermon. Important inclusions in our body are illustrations and applications to everyday life. Next, prepare your outro or conclusion, our take-home. Our outro is best prepared before the intro. The reason is that it helps make sure we end up with the same topic that we started with. So prepare a tentative outro now, which we can tweak later. Next is the title, our advertising. Why bother with a title? A good title is an imaginative advertisement. Be brief, use few words. Remember the advertising slogan, less is more. Make it tantalizing, interest-provoking, challenging. It could be a captivating question, an alarming statement, or a puzzle. Use honest advertising, not deceitful hype that promises more than the sermon can deliver. Any such advertising must be consistent and reliable. Next, our intro, our introduction, our teaser. Now that we have most of the sermon prepared, we can more appropriately introduce it. And last of all, the review, our double check. Now it's time to let the sermon stew for a few days. That's why it's so important not to prepare a sermon the night before. A Saturday night special just doesn't work. A different day gives a fresh outlook. Allowing a sermon to simmer during the week produces a better product in the pulpit. Now one final thought. Make another review of our sermon a few days after delivering it. Look at the notes again and meditate over what was actually said. Perhaps listening to a recording of our homily or analyze any comments made by others. We discussed how to prepare a sermon, including all the ingredients of title, goal, intro, plan, body, and outro. We can tweak these basics into a wide variety of sermon styles. May we rarely or never be dull or boring.